Well, hello. Thanks for hanging out with me today while I set up for a Valentine's party, Galentine's get together. It's a smaller get together, but I think I'm still like doing the most as much as I would if it was on a larger scale. Well, maybe not really, but kind of. Trying to keep it low key, but also there's a chocolate fountain behind me, so how low key is that? I'm attempting it again. I actually bought something that is hopefully going to help me with the chocolate fountain. I can't remember whose birthday party I attempted the chocolate fountain with, but I remember it being a fail. I don't know if it was a birthday party or a get-together, a holiday, Thanksgiving. Something happened, but the chocolate fountain did not happen, so this is a new one. That one, I felt like maybe this is a crappy one, whatever, I got rid of it. I think I found that at a thrift store not too long after, and it's taken me this long to try it again, so fingers crossed for that one. What I bought to help me with it, I stopped by Hobby Lobby. I told you, I'm doing the most. I went to Hobby Lobby, I went to Home Goods, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Amazon, Target. I'm scouring all the places to like gather supplies for this little shindig, and I found this. I had never seen these before. This is Choco Maker, and it's milk fountain formula. So you don't have to add oil. And when I did mine last time, also I found a couple of other things that I know the kids are gonna go crazy for. Hobby Lobby had this? Of course they did. They had the red flavor too, the slime liquor for the ices. We have an icy machine, so that's always cranking. And if you're wondering like, oh, ices, we live in Florida, so sun shining. We just spent a lot of time outside and I thought I was gonna get sunburned. That's how hot it was out there. Let me show you everything else I got. Well, not everything, but here is some of the supplies that I'd ordered from Amazon, and yes, leave it to a Valentine's Day get together to encourage me to finally we've been dragging our feet on getting one of these. Big mama jamma. Do you know what this is? It's a cotton candy machine maker thing. Industrial size, okay? Did a booger just fly on my nose? I'm so sorry, it's like running. We have been through probably 5 of the smaller machines. We use them all the time. We have get-togethers, they're constantly making cotton candy, especially during the summer, and like, it's summer all year round around here. So I figured I would invest in one of these rather than constantly repurchasing like a more affordable option, which at the end of the day, if I'm repurchasing it a million times, is it more affordable? No. Hopefully this lasts me. I tried to find it secondhand, but no one is selling them. Everyone is renting them. I'm like, I don't want to rent it. I want to own it. So I finally got one of those because last summer I invested in an industrial size, like icy machine. What are those things called? Like shaved ice machines. Fantastic purchase. What was I saying? I don't remember. Short story long. We got what's this thing called? Snow cone, ice cream, snow cone, cotton candy. So people love this more than probably everything else. I would say it's pretty on par with the ice. I would say that. Maybe climbing the charts a little bit. As you can see, I did a little unboxing earlier. I've been trying to make more reels, and this is the stuff I gathered from Amazon. I'll go over it. And then this is the stuff I got from my garage. All of our Valentine's Day stuff, our Valentine's Day tote. I told you we cleaned, organized the garage, and we finally put labels on our totes. Before we had labels, but it was like stuff and then crossed out and then written, but it was in something that we couldn't even see, and I would have to drag all of the bins down. So literally that piece of tape written clearly changed my life. Not to be dramatic. This is our Valentine's Day tote. I'll decorate the tables. This table, our dining room table, will turn into like the painting station, perhaps. I got this little kit from Amazon, and like, why does it come with these paints but also a paint tray? I feel like that's a little redundant and also unnecessary. Comes with some canvases and easels. I say some, there should be like 10 in there, 12? I'm gonna cross my fingers on that. I thought they were gonna be bigger, but nothing is a deal in 2026. This is the cotton candy, like sugar. Got this from Amazon too. Great price. They also sell it at Hobby Lobby. And I'm pretty sure that's it. During the summer months, you can find them at Target as well. And then I got these sweet little like heart-shaped glasses. Well, they're not really sunglasses. Can you even see the shape? It's hard. Aren't they cute? I thought those would be fun for the gals. And these are just little decor pieces for the table. I think these are bows. This is a little streamer for the backdrop. Some plates, just a few of them. Did I make a mistake? Did I not get enough? I don't know. I think it'll be fine. There's only like 10 people coming. I don't know. I questioned 10, 12. I can't remember. And then some luster dust. It's edible dust. It's like sparkly. I'll put it in the drinks. I think it'll be fun for them. And then I found this to decorate the table. It's all about little pieces, little touches of decor. Kids all love ring pops, so I got those as well. And then I grabbed some candy from Home Goods Marshalls, and they always have like a ton of the most random assortment of options. So we're gonna do like cookie decorating. I might make some cupcakes to do cupcake decorating. I also bought a bunch of like random Valentine's Day themed candies and stuff. We've got lollipops, we've got sweethearts, we've got sprinkles, we've got an assortment of all kinds of stuff down there. I'm also, oh my gosh, I forgot I need to return this. I got this for Christmas. Ended up giving, I got 2 of them. Well, I actually got 3 of them, short story long, but I tucked that in the corner and I just found it. That is a return. The 2 I gave to other people, obviously. And then I have a bag over there still left over from Christmas. It's like, do I save it for next Christmas? What if they're not into it? I don't know. It's a bunch of people we didn't see because you've heard this spiel before. Okay, I do have to run to the store to get a couple more things, believe it or not. The beignets from Costco, I wanted to get them more fresh than buying them like 2 days ago. Then they would be like 4 days old. I'm like, I'm sure they would still taste good and they probably wouldn't care. But I'm gonna set that up. I'm gonna have like a dessert tray and a couple different stations. Candy board, fondue, not fondue. Yeah, chocolate fountain. Is that fondue? I don't think so. All right, I'm gonna go get what I need. You wanna come with me? Are these shoes a no-go? I don't know, I'm debating. Is this okay? It's very Valentine's Day, but the pants are a little tight, not gonna lie. Oh, I have my phone in my back pocket. Okay, I just got home. I went to Costco, Target. I went to Costco to get those beignets, the Nutella-filled mini beignets. Fresh out. Like, not a single one. He's like, oh, I thought I saw 2 over by the pies. He's like, no, I don't see them anymore. So, life goes on. Maybe I'll go there tomorrow. Would that be crazy if I like went there tomorrow just for that? It's not even that important. I made a mistake and I didn't buy them when, it's so yellow in here, when I thought I was buying them and putting them in the cart, and then I took a video for a reel, and then my mind, I was like, okay, I'm done with the video, just put it back. But I wanted it. So life goes on, I didn't get it. I do want to go through this, see what I have. This is what I came home with. We need a couple more bins. I told you we cleaned out the garage and we realized we're packing things more efficiently. We actually decluttered some of the stuff, but we had things that were just sprawled out in our garage that would be better suited to put in bins. So 2 more is what we need to like fill up our rack. I don't know where 2 bins went. For this, I feel like we got a lot of nonsense. What did we actually need? Stuff for like the dipping chocolate fountain. But I also grabbed this. It was on sale. And we're expecting guests. Has nothing to do with Valentine's Day prep, but we're expecting guests. And I figured, I tried to look for one at the thrift store, like a little coffee machine. And like sometimes we do hot cocoa, so having a Keurig, because we used to have one attached in our fridge, but we had to get a new fridge. Womp womp. So they had a few different colors. I chose blue. And I do regret my decision, if you're wondering. And then, what else did I get? Oh, the kids talked me into getting these grapes. Why, you might ask? I have no idea. Don't ask me. They're so big, they're shiny, they're juicy. What? You get twice as many of the other grapes. They're not even that crunchy. They're like okay crunchy. I don't understand the allure. Shine Muscat. Don't get it. All right, I'm gonna go through this bin. I figured the lighting is a little better in here. I might be able to sort through it. I guess I'll like decorate around some of this stuff, you guys. I've had for so long. I don't even think I brought my Valentine's Day tote down at all last year. I got this, I think, I thought I was like, yeah, doing something real special when I first bought this. Now it's all tangled. Is this how it always looked? Big Lots doesn't even exist anymore. I mean, I'm sure near us, it closed down. Which I just read the lore on what happened to Toys R Us. They closed down Do you know why? Do you know the story behind that? Apparently, they merged with Amazon, like tried to get on the online shipping right away, but Amazon did something to mess with that process. And so they went into legal battles for a couple of years and that stalled them. So by the time they actually got into online selling, they were like so far behind everyone else. And so that tanked them. They need to revamp, they need to come back. We need Toys R Us, we need the stores. The malls are coming back, you guys. They're coming back, full swing. My kids ask to go to the mall all the time. I'm like, I love it. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Hang out with my friends? Of course, you got it, amazing. That has nothing to do with Valentine's Day either. I honestly don't remember some of this stuff. That's how long it's been since I've seen it. Okay, where are we putting this? Oh, Lord, I feel like it's just a bunch of clutter. What am I doing with this? What am I doing with this? Oh, 75 gnomes, okay. There's gotta be something useful in here. Okay, don't hold your breath. There's about 75 wooden signs. Another wooden sign. I feel like this is kind of cute. I think this is the first piece of decor I ever bought. Target dollar spot, $3. Has to be 15 years old. Garage sale. Can you even believe this is how it's stored? And it didn't break. It didn't break. Bottom of the bin, mind you. That's amazing. I love it. That's how I store things. Oh, 4th of July. This is in the wrong bin. Oh my goodness. And then this. I kept wondering, there was like moss falling off somewhere. What is it from? This. Okay, we got some cutesy stuff. Yeah, moss is falling off. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Looks kind of sad. The tag is still on here, $24. When did I buy this? When we lived in the old house, so it was at least 5 years ago. Home Goods, TJ Maxx nowadays, easily $49.99 for something like this. It's insane. I'm also gonna run to the garage and I have another tote full of the wreaths. I think I still have the wreaths. Oh, I didn't donate them. Oh, no, oh my gosh. Okay, and then I have, instead of getting like Valentine's Day themed table runners or tablecloths, we had a baby shower, and we always have white tablecloths. I feel like those are so versatile. You can use them for every single holiday event and then put a runner on with a different color or different theme or a like garland. So I think we have the floral garland still, the pink runners, and some lanterns. I don't know if I'm gonna use any, but I could grab some. Those are very universal, use them for anything. I'm gonna cross my fingers. We really have a little gnome family going on over here. And I did find the floral. I only pulled out a couple lanterns and then the table runners. So I'm gonna start decorating. I don't know where I'm gonna start. Maybe backdrop. It's always a good place. I clearly did not start at the backdrop. And that's pretty on par for how my brain works. So I decided to start at this table, which also didn't make any sense because we needed to eat dinner that night, which I guess this table makes sense, but then I continued on to decorate the other table. And then by dinner time, I was like, oh, where are we going to eat for dinner? So that was an oversight. And listen, so many things I want to say about this get together. And honestly, not that it was last minute, but I feel like since our days are, filled with a lot of stuff, which you know how it goes, I'm sure your days are filled with just as much, and we're busy and there's always so much going on. I think it's important to take time out to do special things like this. It makes memories. It makes memories for the kids. It makes them feel special. I like doing it. I like a good themed party. Give me a good themed party and I'm there with bells on. Also, I raided the party closet that we had and I found a couple of chalkboard signs, which I gave to Eleanor, and I bought these chalk markers for her to decorate whatever she wanted. I gave her free range. I was like, hey, this is your party. You can write whatever the heck you want on them, but maybe make it Valentine's Day theme. I did push her in that direction. And I found a heart-shaped thing. I pretty much use the same trays and trinkets for every party. When it comes to plating and putting stuff out, I like a good assortment of levels on the table, like high, low, tiered trays, all that kind of stuff. I feel like it gives it more interest. Back when I started hosting, I feel like I only had one level, which is table level. Like I had a bunch of trays, but as I'm growing and hosting more and learning different things, I feel like that really elevates a tablescape. Just putting out maybe a tiered tray, fill it with desserts. It's, or if you have several of one thing, like the candy board I'm gonna put together, put it on one tray and it's a little assortment rather than like putting one thing on each tray. So anyway, it's the tricks of the trade that I've learned throughout the years. Just now when I host a party, I feel like it's pretty regimented. Like, okay, let's do this. What's the activity going to be? What's the dessert? What's the drink? That kind of thing. And the decorating really surprised me because I wasn't expecting to do this much, even though still minimal. Like, listen, I am on Instagram as well, and I do see all the girlies having the crazy Galentine's Day parties too. So I feel like in the realm of the range of minimal to maximum, I fall somewhere in the middle, And some people can have different perspectives on that, but that's just how I feel personally. Yes, I did buy some new stuff off Amazon, but I feel like it's stuff that I can use over and over again, like these Love marquees. So adorable. I think it's so festive and fun, and I am going to leave these under my entertainment stand under my TV. And I have been thinking, you guys, I've been dreaming about getting built-ins here. But then I'm like, I'm just going to fill them full of crap. I don't even want the visual clutter. But what else do I do to make this area feel more grand, feel more intentional? And I just can't come up with it. I don't know. Would more storage be nice? Sure. But I don't know. Because this storage, you saw me clean the top of this. I really just shoved everything underneath. And you can still see everything. I know some people have said, oh, they have this sticky tape, some vinyl that makes it blurry, makes the glass blurry so you can't really see, through the glass. And then some people say use construction paper or wallpaper or all this kind of stuff to block it. Yeah, I could do that, but will I? I actually don't even really love the one that we have, so I'm really just keeping my eye out for something different. We'll see. It probably won't happen anytime soon, but how we just sit in our house and dream a little bit. We dream a little dream. We dream of what could be. We dream of what might be. We dream of the future. Even if that future never comes to fruition, it's just okay to dream sometimes, Okay, I moved on to this table and setting it all up. And you guys, sometimes when I do things like this, I think, are they going to, one, do the craft or activity? Two, are they going to like it? It's just all these things. So I went in this party, if you will, with, first of all, zero expectations, hardly any intention put behind it. I just thought, okay, let's gather some supplies and then we'll make it work. We'll figure it out. And that's kind of exactly how it went. I had a couple of activities. This is one of them that I got very, very last minute. At Target, they had these little mini Valentine's Day houses. What are they, like gingerbread houses, but they're cookies. It wasn't gingerbread. And I thought these are darling. You know what they should sell? The ones that are pre-made. Because putting those puppies together is not my idea of fun, is all I'm going to say. And I was helping Meredith and Wolfgang because at that point they were home. And I was like, this is literally my worst nightmare. I don't like doing it. My attention span can't. I literally am having trouble staying focused long enough. I was like, okay, you can't touch it, to my 3-year-old, okay, keep your hands off of it so it can dry, waiting for icing to dry. Oh, might as well be watching water boil, right? Those are the signs that she ended up making. Aren't those the most adorable things you've ever seen? I mean, I could never. I was like, these are so incredible. She whipped them together in the time it took me to, probably less time than it took me to decorate those tables, 10 minutes or so. And I went in there. She said, oh, the signs are done. She was moved on to another project. And I was just like, how are you so cool? Have you heard that audio? Let me get it for you because I'm going to butcher it. Okay, let me say this quickly before I run out of time. It took me 10 minutes to write this down. This is the audio. She looks like you. She acts like you. She reminds you of the girl you used to be, yet she's entirely her own. She's smarter and stronger than you. She's all the best parts of you, yet she's more than you could have ever imagined. She's unique, beautiful, and unstoppable. She's your greatest pride, your deepest love, and everything you ever dreamed she would be, and so much more. She's your daughter. I loved that so much that I wanted to make a reel about it, but the clips that I put together are like 5 minutes long, so it just didn't work, and that clip is like 12 seconds long. Anyway, 3 years ago I made one for Evelina. This year I'll make one for Eleanor. Maybe in 3 years I'll make one for Wentworth, and so on and so forth. It just takes me a few years, you know what I mean? Anyway, here we go.
Okay, back to setting up round 2. I actually have to, I don't know where to put this. Every bit of the counter is so dirty, just from, you know, being outside. So I need to wipe the counters down, plug in the cotton candy machine, plug in the thing. And you know, with the ices, these are the tops to the syrups. And yeah, just as I suspected, people throw them away. When the bottle is empty, they just throw the whole bottle away, this included. And we have like no bottles left. Oh, there's one more in here. Oh, there's a couple in there. Okay. At least we have a few. The cotton candy though, I think that's all we have left. And this is a mess in here. We really only have a couple of flavors in there. Yeah, I don't even know what this stuff is. Balloon ball. All right. So I'm gonna continue setting up and clean the kitchen this morning from dinner last night, and I set up the tables before we had dinner, so we were like, where are we gonna eat dinner? So that was fun. The kids and Alex actually already restocked the fridge out there, so that's one less thing that I have to do. I wasn't expecting that. I opened it. I thought it was completely empty. I don't know where this tape came from, but I'm gonna deal with that. But the party is in like T-minus 2 hours? One and a half hours? I thought last night I made a list of things to do, and I was like, run to Costco, question mark, to get the beignets. Like, that's how bad I want the beignets. I'm so upset with myself that I put them back that one day. My craving would be completely satisfied. I wouldn't care as much. And then I'm thinking, I should probably just go today, but I don't have the time. I simply don't have, and I need Sprite for the drink. What is all over? All right, back to it then. Well, small little update. I turned on the chocolate fountain to like preheat it, because I'm not sure how long it needs to preheat. I'm thinking like, do you need 30 minutes, an hour? It's been 5 minutes. Touched it, it's like scalding hot. Ridiculous. The last one I had, I don't think ever got hot. Maybe that's why it didn't work. Maybe it was broken, I don't know. But needless to say, I have very high hopes for this chocolate fountain. My only concern is that I didn't buy enough chocolate, like the chocolate mix. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. I'm sure we didn't buy enough, but life goes on. C'est la vie. Also, I want to grill everything. Food tastes so much better on a grill. Am I right? It is absolutely disgusting out here. Like, it's so bad. Ew! Like, you can literally, I'm just like sloshing dirt and sand around. We've had a lot of crazy storms lately, or just like a lot of wind. I guess not storm, I mean, we have had storms. So that, like, can you even see just right here? It's so gross. So this is gonna take me longer than it typically does, but it's still just like wiping down cabinets. It's not that big of a deal.
The amount of times that I misspeak, especially in videos, obviously in everyday life, like sometimes I catch it, sometimes I don't, but I'm sure you understand the gist. I said cabinets, I meant countertops, and then earlier in the video, I feel like I said something else, but you know, I feel like it was pretty obvious what I meant. But there it is. Also, it pays to clean. I found a quarter. I am always finding change, and literally I have no idea where it comes from. I don't buy anything with cash. Like, where is this cash coming from? The tooth fairy, I'm not sure. Wait, how much money do your kids get for teeth? Eleanor, I feel like recently, I guess like earlier in the year, lost her last teeth. You know, she's 12. I feel like that I was 12 when I lost. I also feel like some of my kids will be older than that. Or is 12 like the general year? I mean, that's when you get your 12-year-old molars, right? I don't know. Although Meredith, what was her name? Blake? Yes, of course. She got her 12-year-old molars early in life. So I'm just saying it's possible. Okay, this area, such a great area. One of our favorites, obviously. It's what really made us fall in love with the house. But as you live here a while, you start to, you know, pros and cons of everything. Love to have it. And it's such a great space to have, especially when we're having like all these machines where, you know, it's fun to make ices or whatever. I literally don't know what they're called. Shaved ice. What do you call it? Kona ice. Like that's a brand. It's like, does it matter? Do people know what you're talking about? Yeah. And then snow cones, I guess, is the appropriate word. Sure. And the cotton candy, you guys. You're going to see the cotton candy machine in progress. Like, what's it called when it's actually going? In motion, in real time. You're going to see it. It's going to blow your mind. It blew my mind. I literally started laughing. I couldn't even believe it. I was like, what? The last one we had, and they weren't cheap either. I want to say, gosh, were they like $40 each? And we've gone through several machines. So in the money that I've spent with those, my only concern, well, I guess not only, my other concern with this one would be that the same thing would happen to it. The motor, the kids wouldn't use it correctly because you're supposed to heat it up and then heat up the motor, and that takes time, and kids are impatient and they don't know the rules. So they think, oh, let me just power it on, pour some sugar in, or worse, they pour the sugar in, it's not even on. It's not, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking about making a sign with directions, instructions, but will they read that? No. And so halfway through the party, I hid the power cord thinking, oh, if it won't turn on, surely they'll come and get me and ask me for help. No, they were pouring the sugar in there. Even when it wasn't on, I was like, you guys, there's a process to this. So I don't know what the solution is. I think rather than hiding the power cord, I think it would be better if I hid the powder, the sugar, right? So is that what I need to do? Will that solve my problems from it breaking? Will I remember to do it? Should I just leave it on through the entire party? Will the motor burn out if I leave it on for hours at a time? Like, I just have so many questions, and I'm just wanting, obviously, since it was a more expensive piece, I want it to last. So I'm trying to use it how it should be. Unfortunately, when it's just out and you got a bunch of kids, they also want to use it too. And I let them use it. They're older kids, so they know how to use it. They're safe with it and stuff like that. But you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I finally moved in 20 minutes later, working on the backdrop, and it's just very simple, you guys. I like to keep things simple. And I feel like there's a reason why I haven't decorated this wall at all. I don't put wall up here. I mean, obviously during Christmas time, I had the huge picture of Santa, and that was fantastic. But for parties, you know, we're hosting all the time. It's just a good little festive wall to have free for a backdrop like this. And this is just one of those occasions. Very simple. I could have probably gotten the pink streamer backdrop things from the Dollar Tree, but I also feel like, I don't know if they're as tall. Not that it would matter. I almost put some flowers up there, you know, just something simple. And then the balloons, we blew these up. They are just, what are they called? Literally blanking. Bows? That's the word. They're bows. And threw those up, literally taped them to the wall, nothing fancy. It came with string, but I was like, I'm not going to loop these things. I'm not going to string them together. We'll just put a bunch of tape on it, tape it to the wall. I wanted to, you know, just super simple, no skill involved at all, minimal effort, maximum results, take a couple of snapshots on there, make it festive. And that's pretty much it. You know, I feel like I don't go overboard, but it gives it just enough touch to make it feel festive and fun. And that's all it really takes to make your kids excited about whatever's happening. Thankfully, during this day, the little ones had a birthday party to go to. Because if you have multiple children of different ages, and particularly if there's a larger age gap, so Eleanor is 12, all of her friends are 12, and then Meredith is 6. She also wants to join in on the fun. And then also Wolfgang is 3. He also wants to join in on the fun, like literally. If there's fun to be had, who doesn't want to join in on it, right? So it's best if we find a separate activity for them to do to let the big kids have some time of their own. So that's typically what we try to do, and we're pretty successful at it. Alex and I usually divide and conquer. Sometimes he'll stay home, sometimes I'll stay home, yada, yada, yada. So this occasion, he took the little ones to a birthday party. They had so much fun. They got their faces painted. Oh my gosh, it was the cutest stinking thing. Meredith was a bunny. Wolfgang was a cheetah, and it was amazing. So much fun for them. They all, I mean, other things were at the party too, but that was just the takeaway when they got home. Had to do a little fun. I also made an Instagram reel, you guys. Okay, first of all, Instagram reel, shorts. They should be up soon if they're not up eventually. They will be. I'm doing my best to like edit them because it does take time. It is another thing to edit and put up and stuff. So that was my goal. It was actually my goal last year and I failed. I didn't fail. I didn't do it as much as I wanted. I didn't fulfill it. How about that? I would like to fulfill it even more this year, positively phrasing. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm only a couple weeks in, but I feel like I'm pretty successful at it. I have been able to mentally like compartmentalize things, and I've been capable of like filming more reels, so also editing them, which is nice for me anyway, because obviously it's my goal. That's what I wanted to do. So we'll see if anything comes of it. Are you enjoying them? Do you even see them? Is it worth it? Should I quit wasting my time? I don't know. But that's what I'm doing. So I did make a reel of, this Valentine's Day part. I mean, I haven't finished it yet, but ideally that's what's going to happen. And then I brought the Marshall's bags, Marshall's Home Goods TJ Maxx, because throughout the past couple of weeks that Eleanor has been saying she's been wanting to have this party. I've just had in the back of my mind every time I go out to one of these stores to pick up a couple of things for the Valentine's Day treat board or whatever. So by the end of it, I had way too many treats, which kind of works out because we are having like a camp out in our backyard on Valentine's Day. And I feel like you just got to give people something to do on Valentine's Day. Maybe, I don't really know. But that's the day we chose. Last year we waited too late and the weather just got so hot so fast that we ended up not doing it. But we did it a couple of years ago and it was so much fun. The kids really enjoyed it. And we had some people over camping, so that was cool. And we'll be doing that again. Hey, what are your plans for Valentine's Day? Do you typically go out? Do you have a Valentine? Do you hang out with yourself? Listen, my ideal Valentine's Day this year would be me, the box of Nutella-filled beignets from Costco, all 22 of them, in my lap while I'm watching a chick flick and no one bothering me. Everyone in bed, because that's what usually happens. When everyone goes to bed, not on Valentine's Day, obviously, but when everyone goes to bed, like, I'm like, ooh, can I watch a little bit of a show to make me feel like I'm a human being without, you know what I mean? So sometimes I stay up a little bit too late doing that. Alex and I typically don't go out on Valentine's Day, and we actually just celebrated, our 18-year wedding anniversary and knowing each other, I guess, for 20 years. And we celebrated that, which I also made a reel. It'll be up soon, maybe, I don't know, whenever I edit it. So that was really fun. And I feel like that kind of, since we did it later, we actually had to cancel our plans because we were sick. We had the flu during Christmas time. Our anniversary is December 20th. I told you guys, like, our December was such a wash, and I don't think I'll ever get over it until next year, and hopefully we can redeem ourselves. But until then, you're going to be hearing about it, okay? So when we celebrated later is my point, and I think it just kind of like, we'll take that as a win, as like Valentine's Day all together. I'm okay with that. We never really do anything special for Valentine's Day anyway. Everything's always so busy. We live in a big city, and I mean, everyone's out. He would rather not, really. He's not a huge fan of crowds. He would rather not. And like loud music is always playing, which I enjoy, but like he would rather not, you know what I mean? So that's that. And as if what I gathered wasn't enough, I remembered, oh my gosh, I got some stuff from Trader Joe's. I remember, where is it? Maybe I put it in this closet. Lo and behold, it wasn't a bag in that closet. So I have even more Valentine's Day candy and stuff. So I'm going to make a couple more boards before Valentine's Day. And this it's candy. It'll be good for after Valentine's Day. If we host a s'mores night or whatever the heck, I can just put something out. If the kids have a sleepover on a weekend, I can just make a candy board and they can have a feast on it, right? So it won't go to waste. And plus it's candy. Even if it does go to waste, is it really a waste? It's candy, right? So I was showing you that heart that I got, the glass heart that I was like, oh, this will be so perfect on a charcuterie board, which, by the way, I feel like I need a charcuterie board or a piece of wood, whatever, that is a whiter wood or a lighter wood, because I'm finding it's very dark and it kind of, I don't know, would have been nice, but also not that big of a deal. Who cares? And it was $7. Are we joking? What the heck is happening? I bought it anyway, but I was mad about it. Okay. Also, I wanted to say something else, but I totally forgot. All I can think about is, oh my gosh, I think Eleanor has dance soon. Do I need to drive her? What's the schedule looking like? And also, okay, I'm just trying to go through my texts. Whoops. That's a Lily bag, by the way. I think I don't remember where I got that. I think someone gave it to me. Oh my gosh, and then this happened. What? What was that? Were they shaking it on the way home? Did it get shaken out? I have no idea. Someone they must have. I don't think that's ever happened to me in my entire life. And I got to tell you, the floors in here were just mopped, clean, spotless, unbelievably, what am I trying to say? Perfect, clean, the best that they've ever been. And sticky situation. You're my little soda pop. It was everywhere, all over the floor. So I was not happy about that. I had to clean it up. Whatever. It's not that big of a deal, but it wasn't on my list of things to do. I didn't factor in the fact that I was going to have to clean the floors up, the counters. Everything was so sticky from all the sugar and the Sprite. Hey, Sprite or 7-Up? I was always a 7-Up gal. You guys, I don't drink soda anyway, so I don't think I would even know the difference. But apparently, all of my kids' friends, they're like, oh, Sprite is superior. I'm like, what? You drink soda? Our kids aren't allowed, unless there's a party, we'll let them have a little bit, which is why I make something like this. I typically put a lot of juice and a lot of other things combined in here, but we're making Shirley Temples, and I had that grenadine or whatever. I also had cherries that I put in a little heart that I found. And then, of course, the treat bar. You guys, those Madelines, don't get them from Costco. Don't even waste your money on them. Don't do it. I know someone told me, hey, put it in the microwave. It's so good. Are you okay? Have you ever had good dessert? Because that's not it. That is not it for me personally. Maybe for you. More for you is all I have to say about that. Okay. For me, I'm going to pass on that every time. No, thank you. I can't get over how bad it was. And I did put it in the microwave. Trying out that, and I realized, ooh, it needs more flavor. It really needed a whole jar. And I poured in some Galentine, Geraldine is what I like to call it. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never slowed down long enough to actually read and spell it out, sound it out. So that is all you need to make a Shirley Temple. Just some Sprite / 7-Up, some Geraldine, and cherries. It's really all you need. And growing up, I thought, oh, it's just cherry juice. 'Tis not. That's why it never tasted as good. Because you need more than cherry juice, okay? Avelina was helping me set up. Obviously, Eleanor was helping me earlier to help set up as well. But she was having friends starting to arrive a little bit early, which is fine. It always happens. And they're very kind. And so she was with her friend, and Avelina was helping me set up. Here is the piece de resistance, the chocolate fountain. A couple of questions for you. Have you ever been successful in making a chocolate fountain? I'm going around the house. I know this video is chopped up all everywhere, and I was like, well, I have a chance. Let me get some B-roll before everyone starts showing up and wrecks everything. You guys, they didn't wreck it. It was okay. It was actually perfect. But this chocolate fountain, I was so excited about it, and I still am. I am still going to try more, but it, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I was really excited at some points, really hopeful. At the end of the day, it kind of worked out. It could have been better. It could have been worse. Okay, that's why I gave it a 6 out of 10. I feel like most things in life are 6 out of 10, right? And you just gotta muster on. You gotta make your own 10 out of 10. All right, and I'll tell you something. When I put a pineapple under this melted chocolate, that was a 10 out of 10, and that made it all worth it right there, okay? I did melt the chocolate. It did say I didn't have to add anything. I think it was thin enough. I don't really understand the problem. It wasn't on a tilt, but it would only work on one side. Some say, because I did post to Instagram, some say add milk. Some say I should have added more oil to thin it out. I think it was thin enough. I think it would have, it had the taste of plenty of oil in there. You know what I mean? It didn't taste like a Ghirardelli chocolate dipped pint. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm not sure. Maybe maybe that's why someone donated it. Maybe I need to invest in just like I have the cotton candy machine and the icy machine. Maybe I need to invest in a nice chocolate fondue. So Easter will be my next go. And if it does, I will buy a nice one. I'm using air quotes, a nice new one, if you will. A new one, because all the ones I've had in the past are thrifted. They're secondhand. So maybe it's a one-time use.
Wait, people are trickling in for the party. Do I have chocolate all over my face? I'm trying to
I just tested out the chocolate fountain, you guys. It's a total fail. I do have a little bit of hope, but I'm finishing up the final touches on the setup. We've got, I mean, the table is looking nice. The Valentine's Day, like, little houses, that's been set up since last night. Haven't had to touch that. Eleanor put some batteries in the love lights. Did I show you that? I hope I did. And I'll show you the chocolate fountain. I mean, I am gaining a little bit of hope. You see how it's kind of flowing on this side? You wouldn't even know. Is there not enough chocolate? Is it too hard? Should I give it more time? Like, I've been trying to stir it and reconfigure, but this side, I mean, looks absolutely horrid. You know? Whatever, I'm hoping. What's the trick? I even watched a couple of YouTube videos. As you can see, it's flowing free on that one side, and that was the saving grace, okay? The kids were really excited to see it. I was really excited to see it, but it didn't get any better than that. I'll spoil it for you there. Isn't that just so beautiful? Like painting with that backdrop, so lovely. The weather was amazing outside. The sun was shining, but it was kind of chilly out, so it didn't feel like the sun was beating on you. You know, it's different when it's 90 and humid versus whatever it was on this day, 65, 70, what have you, and sun shining, okay? Then I open the slime liquor juice, whatever this is called, the sugar water. Have some more of that sugar water. They were crazy. It was so sour, ridiculous. We ended up pulling out all the remnants we had from the leftovers. I'm singing whatever song I finally put. I put on a lot of Valentine's Day playlists. I think Paramore is playing right now, and it's just like, give it to me. Yes, absolutely. I put out some straws with the spoons on the side, on the end. That is a hit whenever you have one of these. The snow cone cups, whatever. I ran out of them. I thought I had plenty more. I thought I ordered, oh, you know what? I think they're in the garage. I thought I ordered like 400. So they've got to be around here somewhere. I just don't know where. All right, here comes the cotton candy machine. Just kidding. Eventually, you'll see it. I'm so pumped to show you. I'm excited about it. So I think I finally turned it on and poured in some, nope, here comes the fondue, the chocolate fondue. Man, this thing, I'm telling you, I put a lot of weight into this, but you know, 10 out of 10, like I said, you got to make your own 10 out of 10, and this was it for me. I ate just about the entire pineapple covered in chocolate. It's healthy though, right? Yeah, lie to me, it's fine. Are you joking? With this cotton candy. The moment has arrived where we get to see it in action, you guys. Literally a split second later. Do you see it? Woo! The other one, it took, a minute or two to make one. You just gotta keep going around and around. This one, I don't know, what is this, 10 seconds? This is real time. I didn't speed it up. It just flew right on there. And I was like, that alone made it worth the money. Just right there. Okay, perfect. Delicious, beautiful. The kids had a field day with this. I mean, they must have eaten their weight in cotton candy, and that is a hard task to undertake because cotton candy doesn't weigh anything, okay? But they managed to do so. And then the ice machine, I just want to give you a glimpse on like how it functions. Yes, I know. It took me years to buy one like that. It is an investment, you guys, but it has lasted. It gets so much use, and it is so much more efficient and faster, especially when you have a party with a bunch of people, you know what I mean? And we do often. So being able to make a bunch at once rather than spending, and sometimes the adult gets stuck in there, if it's a smaller kid party or something like that. Hey, can you make me one? Or hey, can you make me? It's like, oh my God. So sometimes those icing machines take a while to, crush the end. If it's like 2 ice cubes, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm just saying it was worth the investment, and I'm happy with it. Hold on, there's more. They keep coming in and out of the house, which is so great. It's like the perfect amount of kids that are here, because when they're actually, first of all, doing the activities and doing them together. It's just making my heart so happy. So fun times all around. Now I'm gonna clean this up. That is it. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. Hope I gave you some good Valentine's Day inspiration. Hey, happy Valentine's Day to you. Hope you enjoy your day, your weekend, your month, and even your year. And I'll be there for you. That's not the key at all. Don't encourage this behavior. I'll see you next time. Bye.